Coming up tonight on Bus News.
Stagecoach Perth have finally unveiled their upcoming timetable changes for the 13th of May.
Slow news day today. One thing I have to discuss, and then that's the video wrapped up. In the past couple episodes of Bus News, we have had discussion about the general situation with bus changes in Perth at the moment. There were the proposals released back in February, which all but one change got cancelled. And now they have announced that not only have a couple changes returned, but some new ones are being introduced on top of that. And the changes, which were originally pegged in for the 29th of April, but then they moved it to May 27th. Now it's being moved to May 13th. They can't make up their damn mind. You know how I said I like the evening 9 route and I think the A suffix is stupid? Well, they've resurrected this change that was supposedly cancelled, and I'm a bit annoyed about that, because it means that all journeys after 6:30 on the 9 are getting withdrawn. So yeah, I'm a bit annoyed. And I don't have a flaming torch, but this is the next best thing. Justice for the 9! I'm not too bothered. I think that the 34C could all just work as a flat-out replacement for in its entirety, maybe. I'm not sure how well that'd work. I'm probably going to get a lot of comments saying that that's a bad idea, and I can see probably, I think it's fairly mixed with pros and cons. I think a lot of people completely disagree. I think that's fair, but the 4 doesn't really sit well with me when you have the 34C, which is a very similar route, replacing it on Sundays. And it's not like in, let's say, somewhere like, 5, where you have the 7 Monday to Saturday and the 7A on Sundays. This is a service separate from the 4 all together, so that's a bit, bizarre. Okay, so originally, I was going to say, this is probably because that journey on the 5 normally gets delayed quite marginally, giving them no lay-by times. I just looked at the past few days for the 5. All the journeys have been running like 3 minutes early upon arrival. Why it's being pushed forward, I'm not sure. I was going to say it could be to do with the 6, since when the 5 arrives back in Perth City Centre, that becomes the 6, and then the 6 becomes the 5 at Perth City Centre. But evidently, this is just giving even shorter lay-by times for the journey on the 6, which departs Perth Mill Street at 7:10, and then arrives at 7:36. Now, instead of getting 9 minutes for both journeys, it's 4 minutes for one, and 14 for the other. Certainly odd, is it not? Stagecoach, at this rate, just withdraw the 7A and make that part of the A. This is just stupid and very overcomplicated, might I add. And this means that now the 8 is every half hour instead of every 20 minutes, which I'm very seldom in Perth, so I don't know how busy it normally gets, so I'm just going to respond with a cool and move on. Since the 14 and 14A go via a Dobby Centre, I am going to share this not-so-fun fact with you. Did you know that for a long time, Dobbies didn't pay their employees a good wage and were going below the minimum wage? The 15A is my favourite Stagecoach service in Stirling. The 15A is the only Stagecoach service in Stirling. Okay, so the 23 and all its subvariants, and the 24 and the 27 with its subvariant, and the 34 with its subvariants are all compiled into this absolute mess of a timetable that is an eyesore to look at. The Plaxton-Elite interdeckers were not a good fit for the Carse of Gowrie section of the Act 7, so I'm glad that's being changed to just being a low-floor bus, like a E300 or even an E200 maybe. Maybe not an Opter Solo. But yeah, I mean, like, if you want a coach link between Dundee and Perth, you've got the M8, you've got the M9, you've got the E3 and the E1 if you want to get off the St. Meadows and then walk into Perth, which is an odd move, I will say. This is a good idea, actually, I think. They've just gone full in with the changes in Bertha Park. I'm sure the residents of this tiny estate in North Perth will be pleased. That's everything, and that's pretty much this video's done already. This video took... How the hell did it take me 45 minutes? Anyways, I'm just gonna get to editing this and then go to bed, because I am extremely exhausted. So, adios, see you next time, bye-bye.